Hi, and welcome to this episode of Victory Talk with Latasha White. Today, I want to talk about in the midst. That's what I'm going to call this, in the midst. So in the midst of everything that's going on, we still have to be about our Father's business. We still need to be walking out what we're called to do. We still need to be doing those things that we were doing before. We just have to look at doing them a little bit differently. I know it's not always easy to do that. I know it's like, oh my gosh, everything is happening. And trust me, I know everything is happening and it feels like everything is happening. We've been in this pandemic for, a couple of months now at least, and it's not over. It's like things are opening up. The communities are opening back up. The restaurants are opening somewhat, and life is getting a little bit normal again in some senses. And then in other senses, it's completely not. And then the second we think that it's kind of getting a little bit normal again, then everything's spearheaded with the Black Lives Matter movement. And I don't even like calling it a movement because it's life for us. And all of those things together, not to mention the normal day-to-day things that we walk out. Maybe it's health problems, maybe it's financial problems, maybe it's job losses because of the pandemic, maybe it's job changes, maybe it's working from home now and you're used to go to the office, whatever it is. All of that stuff weighs heavy. Like it gets really heavy and really hard, but we still have to walk out and act like it's all normal. Nothing's normal. And I get that. I get it. But what I do know is that every single one of us was born with a purpose. Every single one of us was born with that thing that we're supposed to walk out and do. The way that we do that might look differently, but at the end of the day, it still falls under the same umbrella. And so what are those things that you're walking out doing that feels a little bit differently now, but yes, still part of your purpose? It might look like, oh my gosh, I'm being called to do something that's completely outside of my wheelhouse, completely uncomfortable, and it's uncharted territories or uncharted waters. Doesn't mean that it's not your calling to do. Doesn't mean that it's not yours to do. Just because that it's not comfortable, fun, sitting back, chilling, doing your normal day to day. If I'm going to speak, just personally, I definitely, if I reflect, got into a comfortable space of this is the structure of my day. This is the structure of how I'm going to do my week. I'm going to go work at the hospital as a nurse on these days. I'm going to serve my clients as a coach on these days. I'm going to teach classes on those days. And, that whole apple cart got upset, and it needed to be. Do I love it? Absolutely not. But has it given me a different awareness of different callings that I have, different ways to walk out my purpose? Absolutely. And so understanding the how is when you have to start asking questions. You have to figure out who needs to walk alongside me to be able to accomplish a thing. Who do I need to find out information from? Do I need to go back to the books myself and learn some new ways of doing things, a different way of executing to really press into the full expression of my purpose? And, like I've told y'all before, I feel like even saying the word purpose is so watered down. It's like, oh, your purpose. Well, yeah, that's the exact reason that you were born. So you can call it whatever you want to. You can call it your purpose. You can call it your calling. You can call it the things that you're supposed to walk out and do. I don't care what you call it. We just have to do it. And so in knowing that, be really good with getting uncomfortable. That's what I have to say. Being really good with being uncomfortable. We still have to do it in the midst of everything that's going on, because it's not going to just, we're not going to wake up one day and it's going to be all peaches and cream and everybody's going to be happy, smiley, running in the rose beds. It's not going to be that. And so what it is going to be is whatever we make it, because we're fully leaning into our purposes and being an expression of those and bringing along people to do that. And so whatever that looks like for you, I can't tell you what it is, but I can ask you that you press into that. And if you're not sure how to do that, then you really need to, get someone to walk alongside you. Of course, I can do that. I'm not saying that it has to be me, but I encourage you to do it. So in the midst of it all, you really owe it to yourself to press into what that purpose looks like for you, the full expression of your purpose. What is that thing that you're supposed to be doing? Maybe you're doing a little bit of it. Maybe you're like, I'm cool with this, but that's not all. There's something more for you to do. There's a bigger calling out there for you. be good with being uncomfortable and press into it. Go to LatashaWhite.com, hit that comments tab, and figure out how we can work together to be able to press into that for you, because it's really, really, really pointless to sit around, watch a Victory Talk, feel good for the 5 minutes that you're watching it, and then do nothing with it. And so my whole purpose in doing this is really to give you a second to think about, man, what am I doing or what am I not doing? Or give you a good job self moment that you really are doing it. I just want you to have that awareness and really what is that purpose supposed to look like for you. And so again, find me on all social media platforms at Latasha White or LatashaWhite.com. And do not forget about that app, GIVIN LLC, in your app store.